to buy with money. I want to win it. With a dance.
With dance. With a dance.
But some liquid stays trapped deep inside the wood. And we've found a way to extract it.
You know my picking ability is independent of my height.
Of course it is. You're a good picker. Just happen to be a giraffe.
Well, maybe you should try picking potatoes.
You sent it to your mate's mum. 3 cases.
I can't talk to you.
Why do you have your mate's mum's number?
From the land, shaped by the people, inspired by the continent, made by Australia. Jacobs Creek made true.
Canadian Club. Tastes refreshing, like a snowball in your face. Good person.
That's me. Let's talk about you.
Good?
So what do you think?
It's lovely.
Well, you don't like it?
I just told you. I think it's lovely. Don't you ever get, I don't know, a little bored by all this beauty?
It's the sunshine that makes it.
Bird up.
Hello, yes, I'm Van Damme.
Advice? I'd say be yourself, because everyone else is taken.
Do you sell that new Carlton Cold?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
History of doing things their own way.
Then I had a beat. And now the groove. That's it. And now the vocals.
Raise a glass to yourself. Because you, sir or madam, are alive.
Here's to the chase. Wolf's Blast.
So if you take a look of these videos, let me rewind and I will discuss in quickly how they attract their customers in different way. Like you see, this is a man on a boat and on a ship and they are on a hangout. So they portraying the use of the alcohol through travel and through shipping to trip, or they attract in a way that like how they make the wine, the process of making wine from different farms. So these are the ways that they can use in their marketing strategies to promote their products. Sometimes these products can be marketing by, you can see, through action and through their behavior, like with a lot of excitement and they thrill with taking these products. Sometimes they present their products in such a way like on a vacations, because obviously people used to drink alcohol on their vacation, so this is the way they market their products. Sometimes they market their products in a way like they're showing you big mansion, or they portray the use of wine along with their social status, and that people that especially they are rich people that have a lot of money with their social status, and then with a drink they portray it to influence their mind. Some videos, if you see in this video, they're portraying in a way by vacation and people having fun with and then drinking with fun. So these are the ways if you see their marketing strategies. But the coming some new marketing strategies, like I will show you next video, that how they present in using ASMR. This is now another way to marketing their product, and let me share you with that video, and then I will discuss with that video that how they market their product. So if you take a look of the video that I shared with you, they use ASMR, which is autonomous sensory meridian response. And if you saw in this video, they expressing that desire of alcohol with that sounds, like drinking and the drink, how the drink fall down and what sound it produce by falling the drink in the bottle, in the glass, and through that way how the sound produce. And using these sounds, it is one of the way that people get attracted by the sound, and then obviously the sound and then the visual effect. And if you see in YouTube this video, this is the advertisement that somebody shared having more than 20,000 views. So I'm not sharing an ordinary video, I'm sharing the video that shared by someone having more than 20,000 views. So how that people use ASMR and in my next video that I shared with you with the example of ASMR, that how ASMR videos has been producing views. Like I shared with this video that I shared with you, this video has around 100,000 views. If I open that box, they mention 137,205 views, so 137 thousand and views, more than 0.1 million views. And then you can see that how many people like, 10,000 people like that video, and this channel have been 1.21 million subscribers. So imagine the use of ASMR. Actually the use of ASMR is not new concept. The use of ASMR is very old concept that has been used in making the movies, in making the cinema. And if you see different characters that having some sound, that sound actually using these ASMR techniques to develop that sound, and this sound that has been listened by the people, and then people get like that sound. So this is another way to attract the customers and marketing strategy. And this again, this I'm going to share you, somebody shared, this is not shared by any officially from that drink. This is some standard term, some unknown person has shared this ad, and that unknown person that shared this ad having 20,000 views. So if suppose that Jack Daniel, this is a brand, shared in their post, maybe they share in their post as well. So in his official channel, maybe more than people more than millions people watch that video. So this is again, these are the viral thing that people use to viral that products or watch that product marketing, their marketing strategies. But is it ethical or unethical? I leave on people, because now everybody, now if you check online, you just search on YouTube ASMR, you found hundreds of videos on that concept. So this is all playing with your mind, and people playing with their mind and marketing their products. So that's one of the way to market their product. Another way to market a product is using the celebrities. If you remember my previous video I shared few minutes before, they're showing one video of alcohol presented with some singer. So they sometimes some singers, some artists, or some athletes also, like in this slide I mentioned, they use these tools like sportsmen or games to promote their products in the tennis, in the swimming, in racing championship. But my question is that whether it is ethical to market their product in the sports. I mentioned, I think I'll ask this question in one of the lecture, but again, this is my opinion that marketing the product in the sports is not a good way, because sports are responsible for promoting healthy activities, but alcohol is not one of the healthy activities, and excess of drinking alcohol can cause even death as well. So again, these are the ways that people or the advertisers, they use these campaigns to market their products. Now again, some people using different social media like Instagram and Facebook, and you can see this picture like this mentioned that Thursday night without barley is like wardrobe without shoes. So by these quotations, quotes, by these saying, they attract their customers to promote that product. So these are the one of the way that how people market their products. Like again, I mentioned that he is a French footballer, and he promoting the product Budweiser, which is a famous brand. So the athletes, artists also promoting their products. I must say that athletes at least must not promote their product, because they are responsible to promote the healthy activities. But the better way is how we can promote alcohol in like education, like this. I take this pictures from somewhere, and they mentioned that I choose my education over alcohol. So you can see that this is one of the positive way to promote education rather than alcohol. And they mentioned that 80% of the Roosevelt students have not used alcohol in the past 30 days. So it means they done the research on their people, on their students, and they mentioned that the students of Roosevelt, they don't drink alcohol. 80% is a quite high amount, and I can say that this is a better way to promote education rather than alcohol. And these are the better way to promote the alcohol. Then the alcohol advertising using different public transport. This is also, I don't think so it is ethical, because promoting alcohol to public transport, promoting from underage people, because alcohol is prohibited below 18 years of age. So if people promote these alcohol from public campaigns or public transport, then it raised the question for underage people, for underage kids that may get curious to drink that alcohol. So this is another way of marketing, but it's my opinion that these are not the healthy way to promote the marketing of alcohol. There are many ways. If you search online, there are many healthier ways to promote the alcohol in better way and more responsible way, rather than to promote a product in a public domain. That is unethical, is my opinion. Then again, this is actually one of the website, www.alcoholadvertisingInsports.org, where they are talking about to end the marketing of alcohol in sports. And this is a website, you can go to that website, and they mention that the more they see, the more they drink. And that's my opinion as well, that if underage people, they watch these type of advertising, then they get more curious, and then they may drink. So again, these are not a healthy way to drink alcohol. You can visit this website and you can see them in detail. Then the tobacco use in the movies has been another common issues. It has been used for many years, and if you see in different countries, when the movie starts, they put the disclaimer. And whether you go to the Bollywood or Hollywood, Bollywood is the Indian subcontinent movies, or the Hollywood movies, they always mention that smoking tobacco is not good for the health. They always put the disclaimer. So again, this is very important because we need to give the awareness, not just like a journal statement, but actually before starting a movie, they must give the beginning introduction about that the alcohol or tobacco is inside the movie and not good for the health. And we mentioned that tobacco used by adolescents, favorite actors, does influence alcohol smoking behavior. So there are a lot of articles that are proving and that are giving the evidence that your favorite actors in your movies, if they smoke or drink alcohol, they can influence your mind, and this is a cognitive issue that happen in many people. And there are different classification of the movie ratings, like here G for the general audience for all age for kids as well, like animated movies usually for all general audience. Then we have PG, which is parental guidance suggested. Then PG-13, which strongly caution, which may be inappropriate for underage 13. Then R is restricted and must require for underage 17, must require parental guidance. Then we have NC-17, which is only for adult guidelines, and under 17 is not allowed. So there are different ratings that has been given to different movies, because every movie is not acceptable for all kind of people, because the cognitive functions is different at different age level. So the age is important indicator for cognitive function. So this is very important thing. So if you take a look of the tobacco incidence in the film by year release from 1991 to 1992, we found that this is a record from a 10-year of record. And if you see that in 1991-1992, the tobacco incidence, the total tobacco incidence that has been shown here is the mean value is 34.58, and you see that the value is decreasing in 1992, then 1993 again increase, then decrease, then increase. It is inconsistent, and on an average of 21.539 is a mean value for total tobacco incidence in each movie. So it's showing you a high number of total tobacco incidence or total tobacco scenes in a film by release in a year, and it is quite high number, and we need to be very careful that that the movies must not be meant to promote the negative activities. It must be provoke some healthy activities. So that is very important. So the next is the all anti-drug media campaign are effective. Yes, somehow it could be effective if we give this information on a constant way. Mean that if that information that has been given to the people is not constant, maybe if for example we have the alcohol awareness day or health awareness day, only on one day we give the awareness about tobacco or effective campaigns about healthy lifestyle, maybe people get informed or maybe get educated for one day. But what about 364 days? We have 365 days in a year, and if we promoting the healthy activities for one day, then the longer term effect or impact on our health is not good. So the World Health Organizations, although they made several activities to promote the healthy behaviors, but again it is not as effective in my context that only one day or few days that has been celebrated or has been given for the awareness. We must have the constant way to give awareness to the people. So the media and the social media plays an important role, and the social media must promote the healthy activities rather than to promote the unhealthy activities, because some unhealthy activities, although people make money, but again we are looking at the bigger picture. So the health organization need to be present more activities, not rather than only one activity for promoting these events. Different NGOs and organizations also is working to promote the healthy activities, like one of the Twitter account FAIR. They are also responsible for promoting healthy activities, and they are focused on the children, because alcohol has an impact on not only on the adults but on the children. So if the alcohol advertising, like we see in our previous videos, they can influence their mind, and if they watch these videos in their early life, then they may be able to, we can say that they may influence by them, and they may influence by taking alcohol in their early life. So that is very important to see. And then we need to see the celebrity rehabilitations. The problem is that the celebrities also involved in drug issues, like one of the famous actress like Lindsay Lohan. She was found for drug abuse. If you see this clipping from the official account and from posted in 1 May 2016, and she is a famous child actor actually, and she has worked on different movies, and she is reportedly involved in drug abuse. Then we have another character like Robert Downey Jr., which is famous as an Iron Man and Avengers movie, and if you take a look of them, he is also involved in drug addiction, but now he has recovered from drug addiction and these issues. Then another famous character has been found heavily influenced by drinking, and due to his influence of drinking he cannot talk properly, and he is one of the famous character in Pirates of the Caribbean. So again, these we need to understand that they are not only some of the, unfortunately, of the media or some of the actors in the Hollywood, they not only influence the people, but they also hurt or self-injured by taking the drugs or sometimes taking alcohol. So we need to see that the role models, like the athletes are the role models. Sometimes your superheroes sometimes become your role model. So if someone influence in the community or society, they must need to be more responsible, more than anybody in the world, more than maybe the normal people that are living in their life. So we have to understand this is very important. Then this is one of the case of one of the actor Brittany Murphy. She died from drug intoxication in 2009, and she has been worked on the movies like Something Wicked, and you can see that how much drug is dangerous in people's life. Sometimes people get died, and some celebrities get died, and we have go to the rehabilitation centers for their recovery. Now the last thing is the social media. This is now the hot topic, that social media is promoting drugs, promoting alcohol. We discussed one report from the European Society. If you search online, there's many reportedly scientific evidence available that Twitter, social media, they are promoting alcohol. Like in this picture I shared you, they are promoting alcohol. If you see, Guinness is one of the famous brand, and athletes promoting them, and they are targeting the senior players. Then again, one of the person like Steve Ella call for end of alcohol advertising in sports using Facebook, because Facebook people are using them, and I will share with you his Facebook page, how he is trying to force the people not to promote the alcohol under the sports. That I also have some restrictions, and I'm going to share with you some of the advertisings that are promoting healthier way rather than using alcohol. Like John Inverarity is actually the test cricketer, that promoting the healthy methods rather than to use sports like cricket to promote the alcohol. And this is the Facebook page, and alcohol advertising in sports, where they are promoting the healthier ways, and they are promoting that not to use alcohol in advertising, especially in sporting activities. So let me share with you some of the information, and then that's my subject. So thank you so much for today's lecture. Hope to see you again.
Well, I think it's just the recognition that young people, as they're growing up, they have their sporting heroes, and those sporting heroes and sport is heavily advertised with alcohol, and we're just saying it's a very negative influence, and we think a better way of doing that is just to ban alcohol advertising in sport to give the kids a fighting chance.
You've been quite frank recently about your own demons in this area.
Yes.
What exactly is the connection, do you believe, between alcohol advertising and then the effect that it has on players in the big leagues, and also children who are watching them?
Yeah, I think it's by association. I mean, when I was a young guy, I had my sporting heroes, like all Australian kids do, and I watched those sporting heroes on television, and those television ads are bombarded with alcohol advertising. I think in the recent rugby grand final in Sydney, there was 3 shots of alcohol advertising every minute throughout the game. So, you know, these kids are just being given this association that it's okay, and they're just not ready to make those choices. And for me, I started drinking in my teens, and I thought it was okay, and everyone else was drinking, and I ended up an alcoholic.